add mixed numbers. So just to refresh, a mixed number is a whole number and then some type of fraction. The key when adding is we still need common denominators. So when we're looking at the fractional part of a mixed number, that's where we need to make sure we have common denominators. So let's go ahead and look at this. 3 1/7 plus 2 2/7. Well, you'll notice that our fractional parts already are common denominators. I don't know about you, but when I add fractions, I like to do this vertically. So I'm going to rewrite this 3 1/7 plus 2 2/7. Now, you kind of can think about this in two ways. First, we look at the fractional part. 1/7 plus 2/7. Since the denominators are the same, my denominator stays the same. 1 plus 2 is 3. Then I look at the whole numbers. 3 plus 2 is 5. Nothing needs to be reduced or anything like that. So there's my answer, 5 3/7. We call those the easy ones. Then, oh, this is another one. Oh, but look at the difference. Okay, this is exciting. 6 4/5 plus 2 3/5. Okay, look at the excitement. Same denominator. That's good. So bring that down. 4 plus 3 is 7. Hopefully your brain is not going, well, that's not what we want, but we'll get there. 6 plus 2 is 8. Now, I have figured this to be 8 7/5. That is not what we want. Because remember that 7/5 is improper. You really don't want a mixed number and an improper fraction together. That's like, whoa, bad. So 7/5 is the same as 1 2/5, right? Because 5 goes into 7 one time and there's 2 left over. That's the idea. Okay, so if I have 1 2/5, so this is the same, 7/5 is the same as 1 2/5 plus the extra 8, and that gives me 9 2/5. So sometimes you're going to have to say, okay, I have to change my improper fraction to a mixed number and then add that to the whole number. Now let's get to the ones that have different denominators. So here I have 2 1/4 plus 1 1/6. Check out your denominators. I have 4 and 6. What do 4 and 6 both go into evenly? 12. So we're going to change our fractions to have common denominators. So 4 times 3 gives me 12. That means I multiply that numerator by 3, and 1 times 3 is 3. In the lower fraction, 6 times 2 is 12. That means 1 times 2 is 2. So once I have changed my fractions to have common denominators, now I can add them. 3/12 plus 2/12 is 5/12. No reducing needs to be done. And 2 plus 1 is 3. So there's my answer, 3 5/12. Let's do one more just for fun. 4 3/5 plus 2 5/6. So I'm going to rewrite them vertically. 4 3/5 plus 2 5/6. So I look at my denominators. 5 and 6 both go into 30. All right, looking at the first one, the top one. 5 times 6 is 30. So 3 times 6 is 18. So my first fraction is 18 over 30. Then in my lower fraction, 6 times 5 is 30. So 5 times 5 is 25. Now I'm ready to add my fractions. So when I do that, 18 over 30 plus 25 over 30 gives me 43 over 30. Woo, woo, improper fraction. And my whole numbers, 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, so now I take my 43 over 30 and change that improper fraction to a mixed number. So 30 goes into 43 one time, and there are 13 pieces left over. So the way that works, if you think about 43 and you take out one group of 30, right, that's the whole number, you're left with 13. So whatever is left becomes the numerator over the denominator of 30. So now if I take 1 13/30 plus my whole number of 6, my final answer is 7 13/30. And that, my friends, is adding mixed numbers.